He forces the trembling man into the abandoned bathroom, throws a heavy canvas bag onto the concrete floor, and locks the rusty door behind him. This father has just completely crossed the line from a desperate parent to a ruthless kidnapper. The guy cowering in the corner has the mind of a 10-year-old. But the father is dead, set on torturing the truth out of him with a claw hammer. There's no going back now. The police let the only suspect walk free, so he decided to take justice into his own blood-stained hands. It all started on a peaceful Thanksgiving afternoon. Two families gathered together for a warm dinner. The kids were playing outside. Everything seemed perfectly normal, until the two youngest girls suddenly vanished without a trace. Keller Dover, a devoted father, searched the entire neighborhood in pure panic. He screamed his daughter's name through the dark forest, but found absolutely nothing. The only clue was a creepy RV parked nearby. Detective Loki took charge of the investigation. He tracked down the RV in a rainy night. The driver tried to escape, crashing into the woods. Loki forced his way in and dragged out a terrified young man named Alex. But after intense interrogation, they found no physical evidence. Alex had the IQ of a child, and he couldn't even understand the polygraph test. The police had no choice but to release him. Keller was completely furious. He attacked Alex right outside the police station, pinning him to the hood of a car. In that chaotic moment, Alex whispered something terrifying. "They didn't cry until I left them." Keller knew Alex was guilty. He abducted the young man, holding him at gunpoint in the dead of night, and threw him into an abandoned building. He built a dark, freezing wooden cell. Determined to break the suspect, he beat Alex brutally, smashing his face against the sink, but Alex refused to speak. Meanwhile, Detective Loki kept searching for the truth. He visited a strange priest, and found a mummified body hidden in the basement. He also chased down a creepy suspect named Bob Taylor. Bob was obsessed with mazes, and drew them constantly in the interrogation room. Suddenly, he grabbed a gun, and ended his own life. Loki found bloody clothes in Bob's house, but it turned out to be pig's blood. Bob was just a crazy copycat. Time was running out. Keller's wife was heavily sedated, drowning in sorrow. Keller grew more desperate. He visited Alex's aunt, Holly Jones, to apologize for his violent behavior, but things took a dark turn. Holly pulled out a revolver and forced Keller to drink a paralyzing poison. She revealed the horrific truth. She and her husband waged a war against God by kidnapping innocent children. She marched the poisoned father into the woods and forced him to uncover a hidden pit. Then, she shot him in the leg and pushed him into the dark hole, sealing him alive under a heavy car. Trapped in absolute darkness, Keller found his daughter's red whistle and blew it with his last breath. At the same time, one of the girls escaped. Loki rushed to the hospital and pieced the puzzle together. He arrived at Holly's house, just in time to find her poisoning the other girl. A fierce shootout erupted. Loki took down the evil woman, but got shot in the head, bleeding heavily. He grabbed the unconscious child and drove frantically to the emergency room, saving her life. Days later, the police were excavating Holly's yard. The freezing wind howled through the trees. Loki stood alone in the cold, staring at the frozen ground. Suddenly, he heard a faint sound, a sharp whistle piercing through the silence. He slowly turned his head, realizing the desperate father was still alive down there.